Yeah, you know, we had that big eclipse today. Let's get going here in the third inning. First pitch swinging. Bregman.
Check the rest of the weather.
Well, once you've seen an eclipse, what do you care?
That's right.
Cormick walked last time. And he lays off a close one there. One is Houston. Give up the big home run last inning. Nice to get him a shutdown inning here. Is this one lifted into center? Able to run on that fielder's choice in the first inning. 1-1.
It's kind of interesting lineup thing. He only threw 2 changeups last week in Tampa. He's already thrown 12 to this point tonight.
A little hopper over the mound. Bare hand stop.
Oh, my buddy Tanner, and then I'm going to take my Uncle Steve. And I was like, okay, this isn't going. How many guys want to take Jacob deGrom to a deserted island?
Hey, your whole thing about him sort of.
He does.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, it was so fascinating to me. He just kept coming up. And we actually had word like, I don't know. It's becoming my favorite thing early on here in the 2024 season is this whole Jacob deGrom.
Fully healthy. I don't see why we couldn't bring in a Gator. Ground ball second base to Dubon. Yeah, that's too quick and easy out. Fairly strong opinions about these things. Jacob, one of them. There's a fly ball out to right field. And Tuck. Malley, Scherzer, none of whom available in this series scenario right now for baseball.
I think when you see a trend like a little bit the other night, could it be, you know, what we talked about or what I threw out there was coach.
You struck out in the first inning. Uh-oh. Oh, got him on the foot. It did. And so Dubon. And Dubon shoots that out to left field, but Carter able to run that down with some ease. One away. Thursday against Oakland. And one.
Tates. I don't mind some day baseball.
Just want to make it clear this inning. So even as a player, you were okay with the day games?
Yeah. Parks or whatever, I just felt like there was more glare at first.
2-2 on Caratini. I'm always
thing. And I think what I did, so sunglasses every single at bat during spring training, and I never looked back after that. Changed a little bit.
Caratini strikes out swinging with his ability to simply barrel up balls. He takes in 2-1 pitches. Oh, that ball's hit hard down the left field line, and that is a foul ball. And it is inside. He loses Altuve. So the 2-out walk. This one hooked over first. That's trouble. Down into the corner. Abreu around third scores. Altuve wants to run, but they'll stop him. Kyle Tucker. He shoots it foul for a strike. And this one on the ground. That'll plate 2 more. Altuve. And he shoots this one out to center field. Taveras on the run will have to take number 7-15. Green Anderson is on.
Meaning that he led the league in a specific category. But he was another one of those guys. I mean,
that's a lot of home runs. Still had 3,000 hits. Martinez has done a pretty good job since coming in relief of the. Taveras high in the air out to left. And that's an easy play for Jordan Out. Win the award last year. But the Rangers, guys who figure to be in the mix year after year. There's a strike. 0-2. Swing and a miss. That was a 2 outs, and Martinez gets Seager to bounce this one right out. As Grant Anderson goes to work here, gets that first one in first. Yeah, this one flared out over second. That drops in, base hit.
Fell off a bunch last year. Hit .310 against the fastball still, but that breaking ball gave him
play. As Dubon now the batter, pushes him off the plate. Anderson's 1-0, and that's a bouncer right side, and that almost looked like Anderson is a little bit low. For him to make sure he was going straight down toward home plate, a high fly ball out to right field, and Garcia runs out. It's been kind of a frustrating, really not carried its weight in this series. They have tonight. Here's this whiff by out. Bouncer foul is strike 2. Anderson deals, and that is strike 3 called. Altuve will head back to the. He's making some pretty solid contact. 1-1 the count.
I'd say that he likes hitting in the 2-hole.
He's a triple shy of the cycle. He hits this one out to left field, but right to Evan Carter. The inning is over. Wyatt Langford leads things off here, and the first pitch from Taylor Scott.
Allowed a home run yet. 8 strikeouts for him. You can see he's a tough right-on-right matchup coming from third base.
It's been a really rough start for them. 2-2 the count. Open, but it just hasn't been early. This one on the ground, short, and that's through. Base hit for Langford, his second hit of the night.
The starters for Houston have been basically the opposite. He threw 32 pitches, 23 for strikes.
5th bat of the ball game, though. They've got an opportunity.
Extended in game 1 of the series, and obviously with Henley having to come out early.
2-2. Oh, Garcia, did he go? He did. Couldn't quite stop him. Walked for the 9th time already this season. Earlier in the ballgame, that was in the first inning. A bases loaded. Langford off first. Oh, that bounces to the plate. It was a start in the postseason. Hits this one well to center field. That's going to be a long run from McCormick, but he gets.
Scherzer over the weekend, he threw 55 pitches in a bullpen session, looking at a bat. So hopefully things trending in the right direction.
Lots of encouragement there. Love hearing that about Nathaniel. Out there soon.
It's in the dirt. Now the 2-1. And Josh fouls it away. Looks like Urania getting ready in the range. There we go.
He's continuing to square some baseballs up.
Oh, he watches strike 3 called.
Able to, kind of go down that path and not push any of these guys too terribly hard, especially early in the season.
Continues, but one thing that you can't have enough of is starting pitching, and that'll be predictable when it comes to a long 6-month season.
Urania gets a swinging strike out of 2-2. Cold foul. And the league average was right at. You need more than 5 starters to make it through a season anyway. This one lined softly to shortstop or the third baseman Smith, and lifetime warranty. Check it all out at Rangers.com. Now those, by the way, who's had a nice night tonight. Urania gets him to hit it on the ground up the middle. Backhand stop Simeon. It's just weird. Okay.
You're good at what you do.
That is bizarre. They lead off single last inning and then managed to retire the next 3 men in the first inning. And that's the last time the Rangers scored. Scott's 2-2. Walsh will make him work a little more. 3-2. Went through some unusual health. And he gets under this one. Right to center field. McCormick has it measured.
A lot of guys feel different about that.
It goes back to the changeup. This one blooped out to left, and it.
Reds is such a big guy.
Simeon, first pitch swinging. Fly ball to right field.